Welcome back. You're watching Maisha Prime. I'm Rita Chebet Karing. Small businesses will have to pay a minimum of 5,000 subscription to the Kenya National Chambers of Commerce and Industry after the government announced plans to make it mandatory for all companies to join the lobby. Investment, Trade and Industry Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria said that the government was working on a law that will make it mandatory for all businesses to be members of the Kncci in a bid to strengthen it. William Juma reports.
The government has disclosed plans to have all businesses registered in Kenya pay for the Kenya National Chamber of Commerce and Industry membership.
I sometimes go on trips. All the time I'm traveling, and I try to go with the private sector, and maybe it is the nature of our business management organization. I find in my entourage, people don't have business cards. You can't even, they cannot show you where the offices are. And that is why I have challenged my principal secretary to work on a law, we are working on a law, which must be presented to the cabinet within the next 30 days. Sit down.
The proposal will be presented to the cabinet within the next 30 days. We'll see businesses pay an annual fee of 50,000 Kenyan shilling if it sails through.
This is a Kenya National Chamber law. We are going to have the chamber, the Kenya Chamber.
During the third Kenya National Investment Conference on Monday, May 22nd, Trade Cabinet Secretary Moses Kuria said the membership will be mandatory.
I'm not talking about the various configurations as they are. That is truly reflective of Kenyan business. A chamber which even we can say I'm proudly a member. A chamber which even Facebook has to say that I am proudly a member of the Kenyan Chamber. A chamber that can be of equal footing with the US Chamber, with the AmCham, with the Chinese Chamber, with the European Business Council. We really put our businesses there. Because people, let us be organized. If you don't get organized, there is no way to help you. And the way to help you is to organize you in something that you can feel proud. So in the chamber law, it is going to be mandatory for every registered business in Kenya.
Kuria noted that every registered company in Kenya should be a member of the chamber and subscription will not be an option. He said mandatory registration will streamline the country's vast informal businesses and facilitate linkages with the global markets.
To be a member of the chamber, it is not going to be a choice. It is going to be mandatory.
Kncci membership ranges from the enterprise category, whose fee is 50,000 Kenyan shilling per year, and the patron category, which pays 5 million Kenyan shilling per year.
And some people are going to start crying, now this is going to increase the cost of doing business. Or how now? How? If you think that belonging to, or paying for subscription by mandatory to be a member of chamber is expensive, try to be an employee. Who has stopped you?
This comes as businesses struggle with the tough economic environment coupled with the high cost of doing businesses. The Kenyans have been raising concerns over the new tax proposal in the Finance Bill 2023, which they say will further raise the cost of living.
But we are going to have organized businesses. We are going to have businesses that when we talk about the Kenyan Chamber, it is not about self-interest of this person and that person. It is not going to be about briefcase businesses. It is going to be businesses that can speak for Kenya and that can earn us the respect that we deserve. And so that in that chamber, we can start to have a conversation of why is everybody so comfortable with being small and medium. Kenya is going to be at the next haven for small and medium businesses. And I'm doing everything possible to create a very good environment for small and medium businesses. But that should not be the end of our aspiration. We should aspire to grow. We should aspire to be continental. We should aspire to be global.
The National Assembly invited the public to submit their views on the proposal in the Finance Bill 2023. The bill sought to raise revenue from 3.64 trillion Kenyan shilling budget for the fiscal year 2023-2024, beginning July 1st, 2023.
To create a mandatory tax that reduces the take-home of every hard-working Kenyan, irrespective of their housing circumstances, is a proposal that flies against the provisions of Article 201 of the Constitution.
The government, for every 100 shillings that it collects as revenue, more than 65 shillings goes to service the national debt. More devastating is that the first 3 quarters of the Kenya Revenue Authority in the revenue collection for the 2022-2023 financial year have been below par. Out of the targeted 2.07 trillion shillings for the current fiscal year, only 1.7 trillion shillings has been collected.
Economists have faulted the proposals in the bill, saying they will overburden citizens already grappling with the high cost of living.
The housing levy makes nonsense of the public participation. Why don't you then rule by degree? So we know the government is funding so many mortgage schemes. The judiciary has a mortgage scheme. The parliament has a mortgage scheme. Collapse all those mortgage schemes, take those funds to the housing levy so that then every public servant can access that affordable house, that so-called affordable housing.
Reporting for Maisha Prime, Maisha Television, I'm William Juma.